In mathematics, the Pythagorean theorem is also known as the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is a fundamental relation in Euclidean geometry among the three sides of a right triangle.
Which states that the area of the square whose side is an hypotenuse. The opposite side of the right triangle is equal to the sum of the areas of the other two sides.
This theorem can be written as an equation relating the lengths of the sides A, B, and C, often called as Pythagorean equation.
We'll be explaining the Pythagorean formula, where C is the length of the hypotenuse and A and B are the triangle's other two sides. It's either the opposite or the adjacent.
So identity given is sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So we'll now show you the proof. According to the Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Therefore, we must divide both sides by r squared. So x squared over r squared plus y squared over r squared is equal to r squared over r squared equals 1. That is, x squared over r squared is equal to cosine squared x plus y squared over r squared is equal to sine squared x, which is equal to 1. Therefore, the definition here is equivalent to the identity given. So, the proof is true.
So I'm here to prove the identity 1 plus cotangent squared x is equals to cos secant squared x. So I use the identity sine squared x plus cos squared x is equals to 1. So I divide it by sine squared x. So we have this equation. And since sine squared x divided by sine squared x is equals to 1, and cos squared x divided by sine squared x is equals to cotangent squared x. And last is 1 over sine squared x is equals to cos secant squared x. So since this is our answer and we will compare it to the given, so they're both equal, so that's how I prove.
Derive B divided by 1 by x squared. So derive C divided by y squared. Or we can both derive B and C from A by dividing it first by cosine squared theta and then by sine squared theta. On dividing line 2 by cosine squared, we have cosine squared x over cosine squared x plus sine squared x over cosine squared x. Cosine squared x divided by cosine squared x is 1 and plus sine squared x over cosine squared x is tangent. So tangent is sine over cosine. So equals 1 over cosine squared x. So that is 1 plus tangent squared x equals to secant squared x.
The theorem has been given numerous proofs, possibly the most for any mathematical theorem. They are very diverse, including both geometric proofs and algebraic proofs, with some dating back thousands of years. The theorem can be generalized in various ways, including higher dimensional spaces, to spaces that are not Euclidean, to objects that are not right triangles, and indeed to objects that are not triangles at all, but n-dimensional solids. The Pythagorean theorem has attracted interest outside mathematics as a symbol of mathematical abstruseness, mystique, or intellectual power. Popular references in literature, plays, musicals, songs, stamps, and cartoons abound.